Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and today we're playing some Pokemon Masters. So, I'm gonna give you my quick, sick, nasty review of this game immediately off the bat. It's a lot of fun. However, I do feel like it is pretty lacking, and it can maybe serve maybe have some more improvements down the line, but if you're a big of a fan of Pokemon, but more specifically the games and the characters within them, then I think you would really enjoy this game regardless of maybe its one or two shortcomings. Let's just go ahead and go right into here, the main story. So as you can see, I've been playing it quite a lot. I've made it up to chapter 8. I've actually been playing all day today. And I just made it all the way through that far. But today we're just going to go ahead and go through a couple of chapters while I just kind of talk about how I feel about this game in general. Let's go ahead and start off with the first story mission here. Trouble in Centra City. This is Centra City, the biggest city on Paseo. You might be surprised to know that Paseo is a completely artificial city. Now then, I have a sync pair in mind that might be willing to join our team, so let's go look for them. Oh, are you talking about that girl from Unova? I think I saw her in the square up ahead, not too long ago. So, I guess, I guess I can do it a bit, and I'll talk about a little bit of the parts you might have missed before this, the sort of world building. Will you please stop? It's against the rules to force a trainer to battle if they don't want to. Well, that's not true, but okay. What's going on here? Sounds like trouble. Do you think they're okay? We should see if they need help. Also, I'm playing this with Japanese audio because I'm the king of all weebs, so I guess deal with it. I'm sorry, but I just can't battle right now. My Pokemon needs to rest. She's worked hard enough today. Yeah. If you really want to battle, you'll have to battle her another day. Forget that. You're battling me now, champion. There's no way I'm passing up a chance like this. Come on, let's just battle already. Hey, you two, cut it out. Don't you see you're bothering them? Brock? Misty? You look like you need a hand, Rosa. Don't worry, we'll take care of these guys. Who are you? If you want to start something, you got it. We'll make you eat dirt. Okay, so as you can see here, I don't get any rewards because I've already done this story. Otherwise, you would get, I think it's like 10 gems per completion. But therein lies... I'm forced to use these guys, huh? Okay, that's fine. I actually went ahead and made like a team. Specifically level 1 team that I can use to go through this. So I can level them up. But I have to use Brock and Misty for this one anyways. Come on, you guys. You know the rules, don't you? If two trainers meet eyes, they have to battle. We fight who we want. If you get in our way, we'll fight you too. Alright, so, Pokemon Masters, it takes place on Paseo, I think it's Paseo Island, where typically battles on Paseo are fought in teams of 3-on-3, and you control each of your 3 teammates. There is like a few one-on-one encounters. So far, those are, as far as I've seen, they've been relegated to evolutionary battles, but we'll maybe get into that a little bit later. But Paseo is an artificial city, as Brock mentioned in the beginning. It's a city that they're just fucking built somehow. An island, I should say, not even a city. A fucking island. They just went into the middle of the ocean and was like, alright, cool, let's just make a whole fucking island here. And they did that. But the main thing is that there's sort of a tournament that revolves around 3-on-3 battles. And you're the player character, which you can see there with your Pikachu. And everyone on this island is a trainer, and they have at least one Pokemon. And they has fight. First try attacking with your Pikachu's Thunder Shock. It's not gonna let me, okay. So yeah, one of the main issues I have with this game is just straight up the battle system. In that it's sort of like a MOBA or I guess basically a MOBA where it has like a cooldown system, which I'm fine with. I don't mind the fact that it has a cooldown system. I think that's perfectly fine. If it was turn-based, it probably would have been as cool, right? That's totally fine. My main issue with it is how slow the meter builds up, and also the fact that you can only use like any one of your attacks consumes the meter for any one of your Pokemon. It would have been cool if each Pokemon had their own meter. That would have been perfectly fine, but instead you share a meter which only has 4 bars within all 3 of your Pokemon, which really slows down the battle. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Rock Little here. So the problem is here, right? I'll use Rock Little, and like even though I waited this entire time talking, it's okay, so I get to attack again. But otherwise, I would have to wait a really unnecessary long amount of time in order for the gauge to actually fill up, which is really dumb. There is a way to get around that, which I'll see if I can show that soon. It was just a bad matchup. I'm gonna take a lot more, or rather, it's gonna take a lot more than that to keep us from battling the champion. I think we get, oh, we got another battle. Okay, cool. She called over her boyfriend and shit. Now scram! We came to fight Cynthia, and we ain't leaving until we do it. What are you getting in our way for? These blockheads won't even be a good warm-up, but they want a whooping they gonna get. Oh, go ahead. So another battle here is probably still gonna be filled with some tutorial stuff. Let's see here. Alright, I think I'm actually free to... Nope. Alright. Every pair has a type, or rather, every pair has a type that it's weak against. So this is one of the cooler things and one of the badder things about the game. So there is this sort of new mechanic where each Pokemon is only weak to one type, which is cool. From what I've seen, I think they've got all 18 types, but it's really cool in that, for example, Pokemon like, I don't know, whoops, Aurora, or no, what, that fucking, I forgot what that thing's called, but like, for example, Ice Pokemon, right? They're notorious for having like a lot of weaknesses, or like Bug Pokemon or something like that. Like, for example, a Butterfree, for example, right? Butterfree is weak to like electric and rock and fire, flying, you know, has all these weaknesses. But in this game, it only has just the one weakness, which I think is really cool. And what I'm hoping they might do in the future is that they'll release sort of different versions of Pokemon that have different weaknesses, similar to how like they do in the TCG, where they'll release like a Pokemon that's one type, and then later on they'll release it as, you know, a different type, something like that. I'm hoping they'll do something like that. But one of the main problems with that is attack with the moves that matches its weakness type to inflict double the damage, which is basically all you're gonna do. But the main problem is that they super highlight the weakness there, so it's like super obvious what the weakness is, which I understand, because like if I were to come into this, I see, oh, Meryl, Water Fairy, so he's weak to poison, you know, electric, let me use a poison attack, but he's actually not weak to poison. So I get that they have to do that to be like, hey, I know you're used to other Pokemon games, but this is a little bit different. The main problem with that is that I'll go ahead and I'll do that, right? Try switching targets to a Pokemon that's weak to your attack, so we switch over to Meryl over there. The border around this window will flash if you have a move that's super effective against that target. That's cool. Try hitting with Thundershock. I'll hit him with Thunderbolt, actually. Oh, okay, you won't let me. So I'll hit him with Thundershock, which will instantly kill it, because I'm slightly higher level. Next, try using Brock's Onyx to target one of your opponent's weaknesses. So we'll go with Onyx here, and then we'll go ahead and use Rock Throw real quick, which will destroy the Drifloon. And then we'll switch over to Geodude, or Starmie, and then use Bubble Beam on the Geodude. The problem that I'm trying to allude to is that you'll see the weakness immediately, so you'll immediately go and press the attack that it's for, and then you have to wait for the meter to build up. Like, it just kind of like this weird sort of like hand-holdy process where like it shows you what to do, and then you press it, and you just gotta sit there and wait before you can do anything again. And it's not like the kind of thing where like you're under leveled and like the opponent is a higher level so they can do like more moves than you or something like that. Cause like no, it's the same basically. So the opponent just kind of also sits there. We missed our opportunity thanks to you. Everybody can get some sweet level ups for the whole gang here. For herself, for Brock, and for, I was gonna say Brittany, for Misty. Oh, we actually got some awards, that's nice. Obviously, since this is not the first time I'm doing this, I don't get as many rewards as I would usually. Let's go ahead and wrap up this real quickly. I can't believe we lost, you bozos. Ugh, you'll pay for this. Nice timing, you guys. Cindy and I were having a nice chat before those two started harassing us. So, that's what's going on. All in all, I'm glad nothing bad happened. Oh, I should introduce you to Curly, I guess. This is Rosa. She's a famous trainer from the Unova region. Hiya, Rosa here. Nice to meet you, Curly. We were talking, or rather we were looking for you because we wanted to talk to you, but imagine our surprise when we saw you with the Steno champion. Who would have thought you'd be here too? So you've heard of me then. You're correct. I'm Cynthia. Lovely to meet you all. I'm flattered you think so highly of me. Thanks for helping us back there. I really appreciate it. You especially, Curly. That was a magnificent battle. I sense a great deal of potential in you. If there are other trainers like you here competing in the PML, that's the Pokemon Masters League, which is the tournament that everyone's trying to compete in, I'm even more excited for things to get started. Next time we cross paths with one another, we should have a Pokemon battle. Absolutely. Take care, Cynthia. Bye. So a lot of interesting sort of continuity things in that Rosa's friends with Cynthia, but I guess they were just like chatting because they just saw her and he's like, shit, it's Cynthia, you know, she's the champion, a lot of people know her, which is why, you know, even though Brock and Misty are from Kanto, they know her too. Plus they're also gym leaders, so I'm kind of assuming gym leaders kind of know other gym leaders and other champions and Elite Fours, at least, you know, vaguely, you know, to some extent. It's kind of like how presidents or governors kind of know sort of what's going on in other states or other countries, you know, they have a loose idea of who's in charge and whatnot. That's what I can fathom from that situation. But at first I was kind of like, why the fuck does Brock and also apparently Misty know Rosa? Because that one's a little bit more obscure, but ignoring the fact that Rosa could have been the champion, because, you know, she's the main playable character from Black and White 2. So technically she would have been the champion, and then it goes back to my first argument where they would know each other because, you know, she's a champion and etc, etc. But in Unova, they did have the World Championship where Brock and Misty were actually opponents in, so that's probably also how they would possibly know each other. Not that the game actually goes into that, but I'm just trying to put some logic into it for no good reason. There she goes. Look at you, Curly. You actually managed to impress the Cynthia. But she was right to be impressed. You were great in battle, Curly, even though you just fucking pressed like 2 buttons. But anyways, right, we had something we wanted to talk to you about, Rosa. We're looking for people to join our team for the PML. What do you think? Oh, so that's why you came to find me. I'm so flattered. But first things first, let's have a Pokemon battle. A battle should teach me all I need to know about you, Curly. Show me what you've got. So, as you can probably fathom, the entire story mode is literally just you going through this basic story of just you basically getting partners to join you on your quest to take on the PML League, and in order to actually get into like the final stages or whatever, or the active challenge league, you actually need to get 5 badges. So you go along, get 5 badges, and then actually later on, you will be able to challenge the league, I presume. I haven't made it that far yet. I think I have like 2 badges at this point in time. But yeah, let's see if I can show you what I'm talking about once I run out of moves here. So you see that Snivy hasn't done jack shit. One of the things that sucks is that Snivy has fucking energy ball, which takes 2 meters here. So now I just kind of got to sit here and do nothing until I get the attack back. So okay, I got rock throw, and now he goes and does the attack, and again I just gotta kind of just sit here. Whereas like it would have been interesting if I could have like used other attacks in between. I think it would have really helped speed the game up. But like I said, there is a way to sort of circumvent that, and I'll talk about that in probably next episode at this rate. But that was a sync move. Once you do a certain number of attacks on your opponent, you'll build up basically your sync meter, which allows you to use it right here. Countdown complete. Tap the icon to unleash a powerful sync move. Let's go ahead and use Misty's. I don't think I've seen Misty's. Tomboyish mermaid bubble beam. Interesting. It's nice because they get like a nice little animation there where they strut their stuff, and then the attack names are usually reflective of the character themselves, as you see there with Misty's tomboyish bubble beam, and then Brock has that whole thing where he gets rock hard and like rips off his shirt and all that jazz, and that's pretty cool. If you're into that, I guess. Which I am, because Brock is Brockside, but it just looks cool. In any case, we've taken down Rosa here, and now she is going to join us on our adventure to take on the PML. That was impressive, Curly. You're way better than I expected. I'd be more than happy to join your team if you'd have me. You didn't change your mind, right? Nope. Glad to have you on board. Nah, we're counting on you. I don't know why they give you these options where they're literally just the same shit. Yay, thank you. Oh gosh, this is so exciting. I promise I'll give it my all. Oh, speaking of which, I should introduce you to my new friend, Barry. We met here on Paseo. Ah, that sounds good. As they say, the more the merrier. Cool. Where is this Barry? Last I saw him, he said he'd be heading to the beach for a while. Oh, okay. Keep pressing the bottom by accident. I can take you there if you want. Come on, let's go, Curly. Alright, so let's go ahead and complete. That goes ahead and completes chapter 1. What was I saying? So I'll go over how to circumvent the whole slowdown thing next episode. Was going to say something else, but quite honestly, I forgot. So I'm gonna end the episode here. Next time we'll take on Barry in chapter 2, new friends, new foes. Other than that, stay fresh,